So yeah, is her behavior unseemly? Yes, but we're only concerned about it because we caught it on tape.
Mm.
All these guys that are in the House of Representatives got mistresses, and all the women who got their little male toys on the side, and but they're not being caught on camera, so they're not catching the heat. So it's just I just don't get it. I don't. I mean, it's just another 90210 moment, or TMZ moment or something. I don't know, man. Like, who the fuck cares? And as to your point, if this had been a Democrat, we could say that about anything. The problem is how the Democrats conduct their business. You don't look at the people who are doing wrong and say, if only I could do wrong too.
Mhm.
That's that's bad business. You know what I'm saying? But we know what we're up against, so why are we so quick to jettison someone when we know that the other side is absolutist and hypocritical? We still have to clean house. We got to hold things accountable, but sometimes the Democratic side, they do things because they're trying to maintain an image and not because of what needs to actually be done, you know?
Mm.
So the whole thing's a shit show. The whole thing. So I just come back to the point where I'm like, are we really focusing on her just because she's like youngish, attractive-ish, and outspokenish? If she was male, quiet, and older, would even make the news? I doubt it.
Would the smell still be in the house?
So what?
Would this, if we turn it all the way over, if it was a male, if it was quiet, are they also a representative? That
Yeah, just make it equal. But it
okay,
had to be on the Republican side. We know what we would do on the Democratic side.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Al Franken is a clear example of what you do on the Democratic side.
yeah.
But on the Republican side, if it had been a dude, it's less of a story. It wouldn't have as
Hmm.
much legs. It would come up and it would go away.
Right.
But because she's an outrage machine and she's a woman, respectability comes in quicker and harder and faster for her than it would for her male counterpart who who acts in an
Hmm.
indecent way.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to, I do agree with that to an extent because now I have to say, but it depends on who the male counterpart was. If it was somebody who we have no idea who the heck, we could walk past them on the street and have no idea who it was. No, now, that's not to say it wasn't as bad. It was just been the reality of saying, "Oh, you're in the house
So it's
from
the
what
entertainment
state?"
factor.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
the
mean.
entertainment factor. If we can't
So,
assign meth to it, we don't want to deal with it. We'll just say that that's just what they do. That's what we would do. If it was a guy who got caught out with his mistress or something,
boy,
we
it
would
would
just
be
be
bad.
like, that's just what they do. They're all corrupt up there and they all cheating on their spouses, and then we would move
Hmm.
on.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I have danced in my seat. I have um, really enjoyed a stage performance, but that would always stop short at I would never bring a vape pen into an enclosed space with others and just not into public. It is it's not a good thing to do. um Once again, sorry, tired and brain not grasping the right words. But that's the only place where it becomes an issue for me. You disrupted the public to a point that I mean, I don't know. Did they have to stop? It is childish. You're absolutely right, and you wish people would behave better. But you see all those videos of people who lose their shit on so much less than even this.
Yeah, I
You
mean, she's
know,
an elected
and
official, so I think you should hold her to a higher standard. So
yes,
that
and I agree to
that
that.
should happen because you're an elected official or you're a
Hmm.
keeper of the trust, as they say. You should have higher standards, not lower.
Right.
That was the
Um,
word I was thinking of. Standards. Yeah.
so that's one. But
Yes.
then, given that we're not holding the whole House and Senate to these standards, it's hard to really hang her out to dry too hard on it. So now I'm going to look at her as an individual. And as an individual, this is a woman who was recently divorced. She's she's an attractive woman. She's recently
Mhm.
divorced. She's dealing with whatever she's dealing with. And I've known a lot of people who go through a divorce or a heavy separation and they behave very similar to what she's doing. You're like
Yep.
recapturing your youth and being
Yeah.
carefree and all that other shit.
Hmm.
So I can look at her behavior and say, still inappropriate, but I understand.
But I get it.
Then I
Yeah.
look at the vape pen situation. I don't smoke. I don't smoke. But
Hmm.
I know multiple people who do smoke and they carry their damn vape shit around with them and they do it any and everywhere. It doesn't matter what the rules are
I'm
because it
sorry.
doesn't stink like a cigarette. It doesn't stink like a cigar. So they take their little pool and they'll blow it downward to the floor or something like that. Is what they do. It's wrong
I'm so
and she
sorry.
should get bounced for it, but
Hmm.
that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Everything she
Right.
was doing, you see somebody else do on the regular.
All the time.
Like she didn't like she
It
faced the
wasn't scripted.
logical consequence of someone acting trashy in public. She faced the logical consequence all the way through. All the way through. But it's because she is who she is that it becomes a national story.
Right.
But with our broken politics, that doesn't matter because it just bolsters her image as a renegade and a rebel.
Right. That makes her more
She's
people
more
like her better.
sympathetic to her brand.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Like the lady who got bust down when
Hmm.
she crawled through that window at the Capitol and got shot in the face. She became a sympathetic person
Hmm.
because not because of anything she did that led up to her getting shot. It was the fact that she got shot.
Hmm.
It's all that matters.
Hmm.
And so they'll focus on that piece. We're not dealing with good faith actors, but what I also feel like when I look at the left is like, y'all not really good faith actors either. You too much halfway, man. You either gonna go all in and go scorched earth and fight like they're fighting, or you're gonna have a standard and you're gonna fight from that place. But they want to do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you can't fight a fight like that.